Hi there, how's it going? It's been a while, it's been a few weeks since we sat in front of the camera, but we're back. We met up last week, but it went wrong. What happened? We were just a bit grumpy. Time of the month and all that. We just ended up having a few drinks and forgot to film, and well, it was just too late.
Week before you had a bad haircut.
But
week before I was ill.
It's been.
Week before was Cheltenham.
It was. It's been a long season. It's been a long, hard season. We're getting to the end now. The sun is out. We've got t-shirts on the day, but we're getting to the end. And it's been such an exciting football league season, Mark, isn't it? The championship is really, it's bubbling up really nicely for what should be a fascinating 4 weeks ahead. I'm cheering on Norwich because I think if Alex Neil gets them promoted, for me, we've gone down as one of the greatest managerial seasons in the last few years in the UK. What he did with Hamilton in the first half of the season, what he's done with Norwich in the second half of the season. I could go on about this all the time, but we have to be wary of the time here. So I'll shut up and you can tell me your first bet. And you've got for Millwall against Watford, Saturday 3 PM kick-off. Millwall fighting for their lives. Watford right up in that tight top 8.
Yeah. I mean, Millwall, start with them. They got their second win in 18 home games now. It's a run which goes well back 6 months now. Terrible home record. Need an 87th minute winner, despite playing against 10 men for over an hour. And there's no doubt Neil Harris the performance has improved since he's taken interim charge from Ian Holloway. But I'm still not convinced, despite those improved performances. I expect them to lose this weekend. I think most people will. They're playing Watford in form. Watford have won 9 of the last 13 games. Beat Middlesbrough, of course, on Easter Monday. They've won half of their 20 away games already. Unbeaten in 6 on the road. They've scored at least twice in those 6 games as well. Avoided defeat, of course, in all those 6 games as well. I completely expect them to assert their authority on this game. But they're odds on away from home, and I don't do odds on away from home in the Football League. So how do we profit from this game? Throw in over 2.5 goals in a Watford win. You get 2-1 from Boyle Sports, which I think is an avenue I'm definitely going to explore. Over 2.5 goals have been seen in 12 of Watford's 20 away games, 60%. They've only kept 6 clean sheets away from home as well. Scored at least twice in 11 of those as well. Millwall's disastrous home form, I've already mentioned. They've only picked up a point from 6 games against top 8 teams at home, conceded 20 goals in that time, and 11 of their home games have seen over 2.5 goals, which is just over half. So 2-1 on Watford to win and over 2.5 goals.
Yeah. I mean, I just wouldn't mess with that Watford manager till you see It's one hard guy, even the voice. Gravelly, you just wouldn't know what I meant. You could tell that man's experienced some dark things in the 1990s. Anyway, that's for sure. That's just a fact. No, I'm sure most people for his country did, and for that they get my sympathy. Anyway, through the Balkan War onto Oldham against Sheffield United, League One. Mark, Sheffield United, big club. They can't afford another season in League One, surely.
No. Cast your mind back to August. Sheffield United were 5-1 to win the league. 5-1, and when I look back at the prices, I was actually taken aback by how short they were compared to the rest of the field. I think Bristol City were 8-1. So United were clear favourites, and I've whinged and whined about Nigel Clough enough on our Football League columns to leave that well alone here. So I'm keen to explore a goals bet. I think it's been quite fruitful for Sheffield United games in recent Football League videos and columns we've done on the site. It's 17-20 for both teams to score a bet victor this weekend at Oldham. Sheffield United unbeaten in 7 games now away from home. They only kept 4 clean sheets in the 20 away games. Both teams to score landing in 13 of those, including 6 of the last 7 away from home as well. You look at they brought in Stephen Davis on loan from Blackpool, as well as Matty Doan at the end of the transfer window as well. Already got Jamie Murphy, Jose Baxter, Mark McNulty. There's loads of firepower in that team. They shouldn't have a problem scoring goals. And one thing that's really surprised me actually was Oldham and their excellent goal scoring record at Boundary Park. Scored in all but 4 of their 20 home games. It's 80%. They've actually scored against Bristol City, MK Dons, Swindon, Rochdale and Barnsley in recent weeks at home. They've only kept 4 clean sheets at home though, so no surprise to see 13 of those 20 home games banking in the BTTS column. So both sides are averaging around 65% success rate in the both teams to score games home and away. You put that together, you're probably looking around an 8-15 bet here, but we're actually getting 17-20. It's a huge value price here. Both teams to score at Oldham.
It's officially value, right?
Officially value.
Oldham have done all right since Lee Johnson.
Sort of weathered that storm eventually and stabilised a little bit.
But they're not going to play
another season in the third tier. I think they're the longest serving team in one division. Would that be right? I think so.
Good start, man.
I think so.
But when I was a lad, they were in the top division.
Yeah.
Brilliant, man. Anyway, League Two, and a very young manager. I noticed this on Monday. Yesterday I was watching the Football League. He's bald, like, which would indicate the opposite, but what do you call him? But still,
Adam Murray?
That's a future, Adam Murray. But he looks really young, despite the fact he's not got any hair. But yeah, he's... they're getting sucked in. They're not out this relegation. What do you think after the weekend? Will they be even thicker in the shit?
Yes, they're deep in the shit after the weekend, because this is my Football League nap of the weekend. It's Plymouth to win here against Mansfield. They're normally very strong and solid at home park. Yeah. Mansfield have got the worst away record in League Two. Coral have made Argyle 5-6 to win this game, and I think that's a cracking price. They've won 11 of 20 home games, which isn't as many as I actually expected. They only won 2 of the last 9 as well, which could potentially put off a lot of people. But they've had a very tough run of fixtures as well. You look at their recent home games: Burton, Newport, Northampton and Bury are the last 4 visitors to home park in Devon. When they welcome the lesser lights of League Two, they're bloody good. They've won 9, drawn 2 and lost 2 against teams below them. Of course, one of those defeats came against Oxford when they had a man sent off and a penalty against them. They kept 12 clean sheets in those 20 games at home. They're just a horrible team to try and break down and beat, especially at home. As for Mansfield, their away record, as I mentioned, is pretty awful. 13 defeats in 20 away, failed to score in half of those games as well. Their record at top half clubs away from home: 1-2, lost 9, aggregate score of 620, taken just 4 points in their travels in 2015. They lost the last 4 games home and away. 5-6, I think, is a fantastic price. It's odds on, but I'd expect a lot shorter.
That is a good price. I mean, just quickly, got a bit of time. Who do you think the 2 sides that will go down? I mean, try and make it the biggest team ever to get relegated.
I'm still expecting Tranmere to turn it around with me, but it's just not working.
Running out of time,
really not working. Carlisle, for me, after seeing Keith Kell's disgraceful comments last weekend, how he expects to get the tune out of that team after those comments, I'll never know. They very nearly was going to oppose him this week in the Football League comment. Chose against it, but Carlisle and one other. Probably Mansfield, actually. They're slipping like a stone.
Hartlepool playing really well. It's exciting.
Cambridge are being dragged in.
They are. It's exciting. It's been a great end to the season. All I want is Norwich to get promoted, but anyway, and all you want is Plymouth to win on the start. Anyway, that's it for us. We're back again next week. Keep coming to the site because we need your help.